Sorry about that, guys. I actually ran out of memory on my phone. When you're recording this stuff in 4K, it really eats up all your iPhone storage. So as I was saying, this is double mapped. Not only to use joysticks for navigation, you can also just use a simple keyboard. So anything works, basically. And both D-pad, left stick are mapped for up, down, left, right, and then select and back. All right. And the most impressive thing I think about this 4 terabyte drive is the ability to do full TeknoParrot. Like getting all of these to work was just such a giant pain in the butt. But I just wanted to show you, like, having Sega Golden Gun. The reason TeknoParrot is so difficult is because it has so many different emulators, so many different systems, ring wide, 3AM, like old arcade games, modern ones, everything. And they all have different starter files. They have a game.exe, sdaemon.exe, .l file. House of the Dead 4 uses a weird file. So to set this up, I had to write every script, every profile manually in TeknoParrot, because if you don't do it that way, launching and exiting is an issue in BigBox. Yeah, if you're just using LaunchBox, it doesn't matter. But you can't use AHK scripts nicely in BigBox. Then I have to combine it with Demo Shooter so that it's really plug and play. Yeah, see? And then closing it, I had to write about 2 paragraphs worth of closing scripts to close out every single possible launcher. And I don't want to see any of those console windows, black windows showing up and sticking. And I got to refocus it back on BigBox. It was literally like this long worth of code. Okay. But you'll see the marquees show up beautifully here for TeknoParrot. Yeah, I think every single one has a proper artwork on this. I love how Street Fighter 3's artwork is like super clear here. And I'll show you what else I did for Street Fighter 3. Because this is running through LaunchBox, not the MAME version. So it's a little different. It doesn't have that long loading CPS3 fake hard drive boot sequence. Oh, and TeknoParrot doesn't like to resize a lot of things. So whatever resolution the original game is, that's what you get. Other than like House of the Dead and Rambo, they don't really allow resizing on anything. Yeah, this is the Nasika version of Street Fighter 3. But I'll show you why it's cool. If I pick a Kuma, you see I got this dynamic bezel over here that shows you his moves. It's in Chinese, actually. I don't know why it's Chinese and not Japanese, but yeah. Like I can read this, obviously, but yeah. All right, let's escape. Oops, something didn't escape properly. I can hear it still playing in the background. All right. Oh, wait, nope, there it is. It went. Okay. Just took an extra second or two. All right. That's TeknoParrot. That was the most difficult one. And then there's also a few games like Street Fighter V Type Arcade, which is what you would see in an arcade. The Vuelix version of this is not Street Fighter V PC version. This one also took a little while to get working. And then you see the panel artwork on top. And this is the other annoying thing. When they ask you for net access, you have to cancel each of these one by one. So, and then it just takes away the focus. Yep, see? There we go. All right, but here it is. And this one plays so slick. Like the loading speed is faster than the PC version. It's only one player though. The loading speed is faster than PC version, and you can upscale to 4K. And the PC requirements are actually lower on this one because the the original arcade is running on a Tidal Type X PC, which was not that strong and running at 720p. The PC version requires like minimum like 1050 Ti or 1660 to play well, even at 1080p. This one's running at 4K. So if you don't have any friends, this is perfect. One player. The graphics look great to me. The only thing is you can't cheat. Like, you can't pause the game and you can't see what the controls are. So if you suck, you just suck. Like, there's no way to know you know, what the combos are or anything like that if you don't know it by hand. I know like dragon punches and a Hadouken, but that's pretty much the limit of my like, I don't know any hold moves or things like that. Like, if you ask me to play with Zangief, I'm useless. Like, I can only do a glowing palm. That's it. Okay. But it plays very smoothly and it exits perfectly. And the last part, which is the reason why this is a different one from my 4TB to my 2TB drive, is this has the PC games. This part is by far the least impressive because it's just adding an EXE. All I did was add another layer of scripting to exit the games properly, that's all. So just to like say, oh, I want to play Mad Bullets. Ah, this freaking thing again. All right. Ah, go away. Stop asking me for network access. Look how close I'm playing to the screen. And I can walk around, I can move to the other side. This is a big weakness of a lot of like 2-point calibration guns. Like, the more you move to the right, the more offset your cursor would be. It wouldn't be perfect. In the gun for our case, it's always perfect. I can be so far back, so close. And to give it a quick it auto centers itself, it auto recalibrates at all times. So JB did an amazing job on this. You know, if you ever like lose track or just go out and in and it just recenters itself. I can move anywhere, I can have 3 friends playing different heights and it won't be a difference. Okay, the only thing that I will say, if you have a friend that's super short where your gun is like down here and you can't even see the bottom LED, that I can't help you with. That's just, yeah. We've had that problem before once, and ironically with my wife, because she's 4'11" and I'm 6 feet. And yeah, she had to have a little step stool. That was funny. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry, my first video got cut short because of, well, size limitations. If you guys want to sponsor a new, you know, 512 gigabyte iPhone for me, then great. Otherwise, yeah, that's my RAD drive, the Ray Arcade drive. All right, it's pretty much the cleanest, simplest way to play and enjoy X input stuff. I built this for myself personally. If you're interested in doing something like this and you want the scripts or like the base of the LaunchBox without ROMs and you can build your own collection, then you can contact me. We'll just set up like a team viewer session or something like that, you know, for a small fee. But yeah, I just wanted to keep it ultra clean. I didn't want to put any handhelds or long RPG console type games, because who's going to really play that on a arcade system like this? Who's going to sit here with a joystick playing, you know, Super Mario Brothers and trying to get through every level without a D-pad? It's just not viable. So that's how it is. All right. Oh, and I did want to show this off for anyone who's thinking about getting a Marquee. All right, if you get a Marquee from Pixelcade, which is probably the only people that I know right now that will sell you the Marquee, they have it in stock. This is 28 inches. It fits most big cabinets, and they will design a bezel for you based on the specs that you give them. Okay, and they're really good about it. They literally just put this black border to hide the edges, and you just screw it right in. It was 4 screws. It was so easy to get in. It's not perfectly inlaid, but it's out like a 1/4 inch. I can live with a 1/4 inch. All right, So to get this set up, you must set this resolution to 1920 by 1080, even though that's not the native resolution. In LaunchBox, you're gonna go down to Options. You must be on LaunchBox 12.7 or higher. I'm using 12.8 because you have this marquee screen. Click Ignore Theme Marquee Views, stretch marquee images to fit the screen, and you'll be good to go, all right? If you don't do this, your marquee images are gonna be like cut off, or they're gonna show in weird aspect ratios because the original marquees were never like perfectly this aspect ratio. Some were wider, some were shorter. That's just a giant headache. So this way, they do it for you. See, it may be a little stretched, but yeah, I think personally it looks a lot better this way. And you don't have to mess with Pixelcade. You can use it if you want, but finding all those marquees and uploading it to Pixelcade's memory card is a little bit too much pain in the butt for me. I wanted to keep it simple, where if I decided to move my system, it should be compatible with every marquee on the market. And I've actually done that. I've tested it just using a second PC monitor, a 1920 by 1080 PC monitor through HDMI. It displays just the same, all right? And I'll probably do another video on that later. Okay, but that's it. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I was really inspired to do this video by Daniel Spies, who does the most insane, like world's most expensive Dream Arcade build. So shout out to you, Daniel. If you haven't checked him out, check him out because his new pedestal is just nuts. All right, I'm going to try to upgrade this again with a trackball with 2 mouse clicks so that I can completely forego my keyboard. I want to do that. I want to get rid of my keyboard, but Game Room Solutions still hasn't gotten back to me yet about making me a new panel. All I want is a ball and 2 holes. Damn, that sounds weird. All right, guys, cheers. Don't forget to like and subscribe.